Okay, so here I am eating this watermelon. I'm telling you, the more I educate, the more I learn. Y'all gotta really start educating yourselves and understanding the world we live in. But the more I educate, the more I learn. I realize how easy it really is to take care of yourself, to be healthy. The system they designed, they did it intentionally so that we stay distracted, right? It really, when you learn, it really is easy. And when you really truly learn and understand how this world works, anyway, that is not what this is about. This is about some other shit I learned in my studies and shit. Check this out. I couldn't figure out a way to reach people, to talk to people, to educate people about trauma, the nervous system, how we show up, and how we might harm people. My approach has been off, right? Here's the thing. Here's what I learned. For me, I had trauma start at like 4, very young age, right? My childhood, okay? Then I've been to war 10 times. So it's like trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, right? And as humans, we exhibit behaviors that where we might hurt people, right? We might hurt people we love. We might just hurt people in relationships. We show up real fucked up. In friendships, we might not know how to be good friends. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is, whatever the negative behavior is. Check this out. Ready for this? I exhibited trauma at a very young age, right? So my nervous system became dysregulated, right? The nervous system holds the conditioning, right? Holds the conditioning within us. So here's what I want you guys to understand that, yeah, I was in therapy for over 20 years. I knew right from wrong. I did all the things, but I still exhibited certain behaviors, right? And it bothered me, literally bothered me. The guilt, the shame, and the frustration and the internal fucking war within trying to figure out how am I trying to do all the right things and it's just not hitting and I'm still showing up in harmful ways. Ready for this? Because the nervous system literally holds the entire control of all of it. So if the nervous system is dysregulated, it holds the conditioning, right? So my conditioning, what I learned from my parents, what I learned from my caregivers, what I learned initially as a child, then I developed certain personality traits to protect myself because of said trauma. Nervous system dysregulated for 40 years. Do you understand? 40 years. Just dysregulated. So there are behaviors and things that are exhibited when your nervous system is dysregulated, right? So once I started working on my nervous system and focusing on where the conditioning lives, that is when a lot shifted for me. So I'm making this video this morning to say the shame, the guilt that you feel inside for maybe not being who you would like to be, okay? Don't hate yourself. It's in your wiring. You know that statement? It's in the wiring. That's why. It's in the wiring. Okay? Don't hate yourself. Get to know yourself so that you can understand yourself. Okay? This is why talk therapy, even though talk therapy does not regulate the nervous system, I did it for over 20 years and I couldn't figure out why I was still feeling the same. Talk therapy helped me understand attachment style, the issues that I was struggling with. But I initially went to therapy for anger, anxiety, all those issues. Yes, I really truly did not start feeling better until I started regulating the nervous system, because that is where the conditioning is, and that is what holds and drives our entire fucking perception. Also, when your nervous system is dysregulated, right? And I had one of my trauma responses is flight. Okay. So like when, I used to get overwhelmed or if big emotions or into it with someone, I'm taking off. I'm flight, right? So my nervous system is dysregulated. Okay. And I'm in flight, which means I'm out of here. What the nervous system does, it controls the reality that we see. So inside, if you're holding fear, if you're holding anger, if you're holding paranoia, if you're holding all of these things, the reality that you see, that's what you see. So If your nervous system is regulated, balanced, and functioning properly, right? And there's calm and you're in that equilibrium state, your reality and your perception is that. If your inside is worried, anxious, angry, frustrated, sad, your reality is that. So, like I said, do not hate yourself. Do not be hard on yourself. Please be kind to yourself. The next step is getting to know yourself from an inside perspective. Do you understand? That's all I got today. Y'all have a good day.